Prince Harry has always been the royal rebel, the spare who refused to play by the rules. But this time, it's different. This isn't just another headline, another family squabble, or another tell-all interview. According to insiders, Harry has taken a step so bold, so direct, that it sent shockwaves straight into Buckingham Palace. A step that has King Charles not just worried, but downright terrified. Today, we're breaking down exactly what Harry has done, why it's got Charles backed into a corner, and what this means for the monarchy's future. So buckle up, this one's going to be explosive. Now, let's set the stage. For years, Prince Harry has been slowly but steadily peeling away from royal tradition. We've seen him step down as a senior royal, we've seen the bombshell Oprah interview, we've read the pages of Spare, and we've watched the Netflix series. Each move chipped away at the mystique and control of the royal family. But none of those past moves compare to what's happening now. According to reports from insiders close to both camps, Harry is preparing, or has already begun, to release information and make statements that directly challenge the very core of the monarchy's reputation. We're not talking about vague complaints or subtle digs anymore. We're talking about evidence, claims, and revelations that could permanently damage King Charles's reign and legacy. And here's the kicker, King Charles knows it. For years, Charles has tried to walk a fine line with Harry. Publicly, he's shown moments of sympathy, keeping the door cracked open for reconciliation. Privately, though, sources suggest that Charles is deeply frustrated, even fearful of what Harry could say or do next. And now, it seems Harry has crossed a line that Charles hoped would never be touched. But what exactly is this line? What makes this different from the interviews, the book, and the series? Stick with me, because it's not just about Harry speaking out, it's about Harry exposing the one thing the monarchy has always depended on: silence. See, the royal family has a centuries-old motto, never complain, never explain. That's not just a phrase, it's survival strategy. The institution thrives on mystery, on carefully curated images, on keeping the public guessing but never truly knowing. Harry's biggest rebellion isn't just talking. It's tearing down that curtain of secrecy and inviting the world to see what really goes on behind palace walls. And now, insiders claim Harry is prepared to go further than ever before. Let's rewind. In Spare, Harry shared intimate details about his grief after Diana's death, his rivalry with William, even physical confrontations that shocked readers. That alone was a breach of the royal code of silence. But imagine multiplying that. With proof, with details that could question the integrity, decisions, or even the image of King Charles himself. That's where we are right now. King Charles isn't just worried about bad press. He's survived decades of it, from the Diana years to the Camilla scandal to Netflix's The Crown. What terrifies him is the possibility that Harry's revelations might erode the monarchy's authority with the younger generation. Surveys have already shown declining support for the royals, especially among millennials and Gen Z. If Harry, the prince who walked away, starts painting the monarchy as an outdated, manipulative, or even toxic institution, that could be the tipping point. And Harry knows it, that's his power. He may not have a royal title with duties anymore, but he has something even more valuable: freedom. He can say what the royals can't. He can share what the royals won't. And with every headline, every interview, every book, he pulls more people to his side. Insiders are whispering that Harry's latest actions go beyond telling his own story. They're about exposing how the institution itself operates, from backroom deals with the press to how Charles allegedly handled key family crises, to the way palace officials protect some royals while sacrificing others. That's the line Harry has crossed. He's no longer just talking about himself. He's turning the spotlight on the monarchy's inner machinery, and that's the one thing King Charles cannot allow. What do you think? Has Harry gone too far? Or is he finally telling the truth the world deserves to hear? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this isn't just family drama anymore. This is history in the making. And we're only scratching the surface here, because in the second half of this video, we're diving into the specifics, what exactly Harry has revealed, how Charles has responded behind closed doors, and why some insiders believe this could spark the greatest crisis the monarchy has faced in decades. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Sources close to Harry suggest that his next project, whether it's another documentary, an extended memoir, or even a new wave of interviews, is directly targeting the institution, not just individuals. We're talking about details that could reveal how Charles managed public perception after Diana's death, how palace aides allegedly struck deals with the press, and even how decisions about Meghan were handled behind closed doors. This is the line Harry has now crossed. It's one thing to say, "My brother pushed me in a fight." It's another thing to suggest the palace itself operates like a machine designed to control and manipulate. That's the difference, and that's what's terrifying Charles. Remember, Charles is still early in his reign. He's trying to project stability, continuity, and respectability after years of being seen as the waiting king. His image makeover was already a challenge. Camilla as queen consort, William as heir, the balancing act of modernizing while keeping tradition. Harry ripping open the curtain right now makes Charles look weak, defensive, and unprepared. And here's the real kicker. Harry's voice carries weight because he's both an insider and an outsider. He lived it, but now he can critique it from the outside. That's a perspective no one else has. Reports say palace staff are in full crisis mode. They know Harry doesn't play by the old rules. They can't silence him. They can't predict him. And every move they make to push back risks making him look even more sympathetic to the public. It's a no-win game for King Charles and his team. One insider even put it bluntly. The king fears Harry not because of what he has said, but because of what he might say next. Imagine running one of the world's oldest monarchies while constantly waiting for the next headline bombshell to drop. That's the reality inside Buckingham Palace right now. So what can Charles do? There are three main options on the table, and none of them are easy. This would mean stripping titles, cutting ties, and making it clear Harry is no longer part of the family business. But here's the risk. That could make Harry an even bigger global icon, the ultimate outsider telling truths the monarchy doesn't want told. But reconciliation would mean Charles bending, apologizing, or even admitting to past mistakes, something the monarchy almost never does. And even if they patch things up privately, Harry has built his brand on openness and honesty. Would he really stay quiet forever? The old royal strategy, ignore it and hope it blows over. But this isn't the 90s anymore. Social media, streaming, and constant news cycles mean silence often looks like guilt. Each path is a trap, and Charles knows it. Now, here's where things get even more dangerous for the monarchy. Public opinion. Polls already show declining support for the royal family among younger generations. If Harry keeps presenting himself as the truth teller, the one willing to challenge the crown, while Charles looks secretive and defensive, the balance of public sympathy could shift dramatically. And once the monarchy loses public support, its entire foundation weakens. Remember, the monarchy exists because the people believe it should. If that belief starts to crumble, Charles' reign could face a legitimacy crisis like never before. So what does Harry really want? That's the million-dollar question. Is this about revenge? About protecting Meghan and their children? About reforming the monarchy into something more transparent? Or is it simply Harry's way of reclaiming his own voice after decades of being silenced? No one knows for sure. But one thing is clear, Harry has found the one pressure point that terrifies Charles the most. The truth getting out, unfiltered, uncontrolled. And let's not forget, this isn't happening in a vacuum. We have global media watching, royal historians dissecting every word, and even other governments quietly noting the cracks in Britain's most famous institution. Every revelation weakens not just Charles, but the image of the monarchy worldwide. And once the damage is done, no PR campaign can fully undo it. So, here's where I want to hear from you. Do you think Harry is doing the right thing by exposing the monarchy's secrets? Or has he gone too far? Is King Charles right to be terrified, or is this just the inevitable clash between tradition and modernity? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this debate is far from over. In the end, this isn't just about a father and son. It's about an institution fighting to protect itself in an age where secrecy is impossible. Prince Harry has finally crossed the line, and King Charles knows it. What happens next could determine not just the future of their relationship, but the future of the British monarchy itself. So stay tuned, because this story is only getting started, and as always, we'll be here to break it down every step of the way. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, because the royal drama is heating up, and you don't want to miss a second of it.